transfer talk basically now. Uh, I'll go to you one on one. Like I'll ask one transfer to Mohit and one to Karthik. So here we go with the first signing that we did. Okay, we are considering the club signings. Okay, not only just the major signings. We'll first now start with Mohit. Mohit Muyamba, Xavier Muyamba, that we signed him. What are your thoughts on him? Like, what Chelsea might be
Yeah,
thinking on this?
I mean, he's a kid from Barcelona, like Barcelona's academy, one of the best in the world. So always has potential. Let's hope, like, he's in the development squad, if I'm not wrong. So let's hope he grows into a player which he could be. And yeah, I mean, it's a kid. We do sign a lot of kids. Now, it's two-way rounds, okay, with these kids we sign. Either they actually go on to fulfill their potential and play for Chelsea, which is, let's be honest, history. If you look at history, not doesn't really work that way. Or the other part is they become the part of the great loan army, and we at one time we sell him for 40-50 million and get the money. So this is the two way, like I'm being realistic. This is the two ways this can go on as the signing.
Yeah, that's pretty plausible considering the loan army, as you said, we are having now. Almost like a dozen of players out on loan, young prodigies, young prospects, and another one like this season, the young prodigy we signed was Malang Sar. So Karthik, I'd like to throw open it to you. Like, what are your thoughts on him? Like, how would he would be instrumental in Chelsea's defense later on?
Well, right now, what we have heard is that he's going out on loan, I guess. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good for his experience as well. He's also young. He's still just 21. So he's an excellent talent. We all know that. But what I think is if he gets a loan move, which he probably should, it's going to be really, really good for him. And also, if he comes back and plays well for Chelsea, like I don't know, for after like 2-3 seasons, if he comes back, that'd be really, really good. And if we don't know like if he'll be good or not, but I guess what we have seen from him from the past seasons, yes, he's a really good talent and could be a great asset to the Chelsea defense as well. So let's see if he could do well.
Yeah, he's been sweating it out on the pitch as we see on his Instagram now. He has been working really hard. He's been looking forward to breaking into the first team in the next few seasons as we look on. So yeah, we have pretty much interestingly invested in our defense. Looking at the condition from past 2 seasons, that's a very good decision from it's a very good decision from the board. And moving on right now to the prime signings of the window, like they have been the activity of Chelsea FC has been all over. So the first signing, first team signing that we did was Hakim Ziyech. So like I would like to know both of your thoughts first with Mohit. Like he was a bargain with 33.6 million. So yeah, your thoughts.
Yeah, this is a very interesting signing. This Hakim Ziyech from Ajax. He was very instrumental in Ajax Champions League run in the 18-19 season, where like they went all the way to the semifinals. They could have gone to the final. Let's be honest. Got robbed by those of North London, those shit Spurs. But anyways, they deserve to win. And Hakim Ziyech, I mean, I'm surprised no big club got him last summer because how good he was. Because I mean, if you read the article from the Athletic, they say Chelsea had a keen eye on this guy for a long time. Our scouts have been, scouting this player. So have been other scouts of other big clubs as well. But they think because of his lean physique or something, he couldn't probably fit in their clubs. But Chelsea's was interesting. The more we looked at Hakim Ziyech, the more we liked him. And Frank Lampard, he had a talk, and when Frank Lampard
Full power.
talks, you listen. And we got this, and hopefully, I mean, there are question marks of his physique. I'm going to be honest. There are, like, he's lean for the Premier League. Will that do? Will that not do? I don't know. I hope he does, but because he has one hell of a left foot. One thing I'm confident his left foot is going to work. So yeah, the Wizard of Amsterdam is now in London, and let's hope he does good.
Yeah, Karthik, your thoughts. Just a quick note from you.
So definitely he's like a really, really good signing and a bargain. Definitely is a bargain. So And I would like to ask Mohit because he said like about his physique. So what do you think? Because he's already injured. He played one warm-up match, and I think he's not going to play
Oh,
for like 2 weeks
that's
or something. So what do you all think? Like, is he fit? Yes, we all know how good player he is. Like his left foot, like Mohit said, is just amazing. We all know that. And what he has done in the past 2-3 seasons for Ajax is just amazing. And let's hope he does well for Chelsea as well. And let's see what happens. So
surely, surely. The left whip on the ball in the first match itself. It was a delight to see him get into the shoes of the club right from the start. But unfortunately, Frank had his pressure today, and we are hearing that he is gonna miss the Brighton game. So that's a bad thing. But yeah, Hakim Ziyech, one hell of a player. So that was Hakim Ziyech. Like he's a fantastic talisman for. He's gonna be a fantastic talisman for us. And we move on next with the another signing that we signed on after Hakim Ziyech. Like you know who? It's Turbo Timo from RB Leipzig. So you just tell me, what do you think about him? Like, he has been the top scorer of Bundesliga. He's been racking goals from the left, from the right, from the center. I want to know your thoughts, Karthik, on this.
So first of all, we snatched it from Liverpool. He was being linked with Liverpool. Like I don't know. We were like everyone was sure like he's going to Liverpool, but I don't know how Chelsea managed to snatch it from Liverpool, and it's just an amazing deal. So and obviously we know how good he was in the past seasons for Leipzig because I don't know what 28 goals this season, something like that. So that's just amazing. And basically he's really versatile as well because he can play as a forward as well as a left winger. So that's a really good asset that he brings to Chelsea. And also he's like really quick. So that's also an amazing thing that Chelsea have in him. And we already saw in the warm-up match how good he was with his movements, his positioning, and the way he like his touches and all are just amazing. And also scored a goal. So that's really good for Chelsea. And if we can continue doing this season, maybe we can like try for the title as well.
Yeah, Mohit.
Yeah, yeah, man. Timo Werner, I'm still can't believe Timo Werner is a Chelsea player, to be honest, because didn't look like he was gonna come here. It was all Liverpool, Liverpool. He had conversation with Klopp, Jurgen Klopp, and all that. And then towards the end, looked like Liverpool didn't have the money to get him, and we had, and we went for him. I'm shocked we actually went for a quality player like Timo Werner. I think he's the best of the signings, him and Havertz, of all. And this guy, if I'm confident of any of the signings we've made, if I'm like, this guy will do it. I think the most confident I am is Timo Werner, because proven goal scoring record like 34 in the Bundesliga. It's not like you don't get 34 in a league just like that. I mean,
Yeah, and just a couple behind Lewandowski. Like, he's the best
yeah.
striker in the world right now, and just a couple behind him at this age.
Yeah, his numbers are like ridiculous, and he if he gets the chance, he'll finish. One huge issue we had last season was finishing. We created a lot of chances, but we didn't finish.
We
And
weren't
so with Timo Werner, you can just get that assure. He gets offside. He was like top 5 most caught offside players in Europe last season. But he having
That is
said that,
bound
he
to
still
happen with such strikers, like who are
he's
lethal in goal scoring.
yeah, he makes those like he's a get in behind type striker. So
Yeah,
I mean that's kind of happened. But he got 34 goals. No one's going to complain if he gets that with Chelsea. No one's going to complain about offsides.
and also like he knows how to take on Tottenham already. So
Yeah. Most important thing, if you can do it against Tottenham, you can do it. That's it.
yeah, of course, man, of course. He has already hit those bangers against Tottenham, so it's a good thing for us before the season only. So yeah, and he also scored in the internationals this time in the Nations League. So he's also in top class form as we look on for the first game now. The next couple of signings. The next signing is a tad bit, has received mixed reactions. I would say, like it is Ben Chilwell, as we know it. We all love the announcement video, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was just something.
yeah, that was something different. So yeah, okay. That was something different. Of course, something different. And then they said they Chelsea paid them like 50 million. That was, received a mixed reaction among the fans. I would like to know both of your thoughts on this. Like, I don't think it is that overpriced thing. I guess Leicester had quoted 80 million on it. So that is something huge, and we are not Man United that we're gonna go and pay 87 million for a centre back who doesn't even perform now. So yeah, that's some great job. So I want to know your thoughts on that.
Allowed it when you mentioned Manchester United in that light.
You
But
have to.
yeah, I mean, see, he's an English player, so you have to pay 15 to 20 million just for him being English. And I value Chilwell at max to max 35 million. So yeah, we could pay the max we could pay, to be honest. That's English premium 15 million and 35 million is value. So yeah, it's fair enough.
Fair enough, quite fair enough for you. And given the attacking force that he is gonna play in replacing Marcos Alonso and Emerson, who are
Most,
probably
most
linked out of the
importantly,
way. Yeah,
yeah, most importantly with Chilwell is he's fast. Okay, you cannot like say he's not fast because एक जन fast है तो fast है, ठीक है. I'm not telling about his defensive ability, his footballing, but he's fast. Okay, Alonso and Emerson were not fast. They couldn't, like, they could bomb forward, all right. Emerson तो उसमें भी doubt है. Alonso at least, like, attacking how good Alonso is, but he couldn't run back and defend and save his life, which Chilwell can. He can run. He's fast. So with that, defensively we should be already. He's tall as well, so set pieces में तो हम लोग को we need help. So I still am not convinced by him, by his performances. Like, he's English, and I'm never convinced with any English player until they really do it, like Lampard did. So English players are always kind
John
of over.
Terry.
Yeah, Terry and like sub English player थोड़ी ऐसा होता है ना. So we'll have to see how he does, because he's English, so I have my doubts over that. But hopefully he's like Lampard's choice. Lampard's choice.
yeah.
We
Lampard
getting him.
wanted him importantly. Karthik, what do you think? Was he overpriced, or we got him for a bargain? Like, what do you think?
He's not definitely he's not overpriced. 50 million is like like perfect for him. As Mohit said, 15 million is like वो तो देना ही पड़ेगा. मतलब English player है तो that's bound to happen. You have to play like 15-20 million for English player. But what Marina has done in this transfer is just exceptional, because Leicester were asking for 80, I guess, and she got it down to like 50. That's just
Yeah,
amazing negotiation. So that's pretty good. And with Chilwell, what we get is he is really, really strong defensively as well, because the left backs we had right now aren't that great defensively. Marcus Alonso and Emerson, yes, as Mohit said, they aren't fast. Yes, that's true. They aren't fast. So in Chilwell, what we get is he's like really good defensively as well as attackingly. So that's a really good asset that Chelsea get from him. And also he is tall, yes. So that'll be a great help in set pieces as well. So, and importantly, Lampard wanted him. So Lampard knows that what Chilwell can get to the side. So maybe he has seen something in Chilwell. So let's just trust him on this one and let's see how he does.
yeah. Basically, his performances for Leicester was absolutely amazing this season. If I'm not wrong, like, he has been instrumental in that 9-0 win also, and against Southampton. The crosses that he put in, they were just amazing. So it was a no-brainer for Lampard to bring him in. And Ben Chilwell is quite the fullback we need right now. After Ashley Cole, I must say, probably. Like, Marcus Alonso's left foot was world class in 2017 under Conte, but he
Oh
just
yeah,
slipped up defensively. I don't know what happened with him exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, and ending the transfer talk now with the last two signings that we have. One, surprisingly, we didn't even knew about this until the Champions League final. And the second, it's been going on from since 4-5 months. We are just the Chelsea football Twitter was just announcing like mad, like you have to announce Havertz amount. I was seeing everywhere, and that was literally included in the announcement video as well. So you can just think the amount of speculations for one player and another player. The first player I would love to talk about is Thiago Silva. The O Monstro has arrived probably at London now. He is in London. with his wife and his kids. So he's not in contention to start against Brighton, but he's one hell of a player, one leader that we need at the back. What are your thoughts, Mohit?
Definitely.
Thiago Silva. Okay, so back in 2015, I didn't like this guy mainly because Chelsea were leading 1-0
Yeah.
thanks to Gary Cahill's goal. And then this guy out of nowhere, 10 men PSG, by the way. I was happy, yeah, quarter final of the Champions League, huge thing. And then this guy in the almost last minute of like for normal time scores and takes that to extra time, like off the corner. So, that was not good. He's broken our hearts kind of guy. But now he's with us, this warrior. And, that's one thing. He's a warrior. Okay, this guy is a proper warrior. He'll give his everything and experience. So in pass, like he's got so much experience for captaining the national team, captaining PSG. He's a leader. We need a leader. Okay. Last season, if you did, I think this you learn from last season.
Yeah,
The need
exactly.
of a leader at the back who will organize this defense because it was all over the place. We need someone who could, who can do that. And if Thiago Silva, like I know he's like 36 now. So one season, if we get out of him, it's a free transfer, and he's taking a huge wage cut as well. So एक season के लिए, yeah, it's a short-term fix. So yeah, hopefully.
And that
all right.
exactly shows the amount of professionalism that he has at this stage. Like I've read, he doesn't drink, he doesn't he doesn't have any bad habits as such. He has been consistently at the top for so many years now. Karthik, what do you like to talk about him?
First of all, Thiago Silva for free is just amazing. Yes, he's 36, as Mohit told. He is 36, yes. But in Thiago Silva, what we get is we get a heck load of experience and like 8-9 years in PSG, and he's been captain as well for them for these 8-9 years. And that's something the Chelsea defense needed, and it's going to be a really good upgrade in Chelsea's defense because whoever plays with him as his pairing is just going to develop because with his experience the other player is going to learn from him, especially like the likes of Tamori or Zuma or Christensen. They are young, Rudiger as well. So they are young, so they are going to learn from him, and that would be a really, really good thing if he stays for like 1-2 seasons, and that would be really, really exceptional for Chelsea because Thiago Silva is a warrior. Yes, he is like a rock in the defense. So it is
Right.
definitely an upgrade for Chelsea this season. So yeah, let's hope he does well, and maybe with like we conceded around 54 goals this season. So let's hope that he does well, and we concede about 30 to 35 goals. That would be exceptional.
And we are just proceeding with the last transfer of the season, the most speculated transfer since the last 4 months. And the transfer was, of course, everybody might know it, Kai Havertz, the young prodigy, the young German talent who has rocked the world since a year is past a year. Reportedly for 70 plus 20 or 80 plus 20 million. That was pretty good from Marina as well. Uh, the I just just you can start with what do you think. I'll start with Karthik this time. Karthik, what do you think about Kai and all the speculation around him?
First of all, like कितना time हो गया है मतलब I don't know, like 3 months 4 months, like it's been going on and on and on. Everyone was like let's just get it done with it, and it's like he was announced, and then I don't know, like it was a really good signing. So and from Kai what we can expect is like he's very young, and Bayer Leverkusen was asking for like 100 million starting. So again
Yeah.
Marina बहुत सही किया. So it's like really good 70 plus 20, I think, or 80 plus 20, something like that. So it's really good deal for Chelsea to get it done, and he can be like play for like 5-6 years and flourish under Frank Lampard. So it's a really good talent that we have bought in because he is the player who plays in the kind of like Frank Lampard's role. So he is like the perfect teacher for him. Frank is a perfect teacher, and he could just be amazing under Frank Lampard. And yes, we all know how good he is because we have seen like it is such a good talent, and he has been doing well. And we know if we would have gotten this season, next season definitely he was going out of our hands, going to Bayern Munich maybe. I don't know. So it's bound to happen because Bayern Munich obviously get young talents from Germany. So we it's a good deal that Chelsea got in, and Frank Lampard deserves all the credit because he's such an amazing guy. Because his full power is something else. Because I don't think anyone in this footballing world right now has that much power to like get players. Because everyone that's coming in has been telling that he talked to Frank Lampard and that changed my mind. And I don't know what he talks, but whatever it is, it's just magic. And he like Kai Havertz, just an amazing player that we got.
There are all memes going on in it with that pull power of Frank Lampard. Uh, yeah, it's basically amazing. Like Frank, he chooses his players according to his vision is proper. He said in the interview like his attacking that ability, the movement that he makes. Lampard said that it was pretty similar to him, and he can envision his coaching like through him like to bang in those goals from the midfield that we lacked in the last season. So Mohit, I would like some tactical analysis from your side that how Havertz would improve our playing level.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Again, another transfer I can't believe Chelsea made, because when was the last time Chelsea are making top quality generational talent signings like that? Last time we got a generational talent was Eden Hazard 2012, when everyone was in for Eden Hazard, and we got him. And that infamous tweet, "I am signing for the
Champions League
Champions League
winner.
winners." So
Yeah.
yeah, Kai Havertz, hopefully future we win it again. But yeah, this guy is a very intelligent player. Very intelligent. He sees everything going on around, who's making the run, where he can make runs. He drops into spaces. He has the mold of so many players. People say, a little bit like Balak. He has that thing of how Balak plays a little bit. He's not completely like the new Balak. No. This guy has like, he has traits of Thomas Muller, where he can find space like Muller can. He can make runs. He's fast. This generational talent indeed. This guy has the complete potential to be one of the best, to be a Ballon d'Or winner. He's that good. I mean, now it's all up to him if he can work hard or not and go get to that level. But he has a potential, and this is a serious signing. This is not this is not like previous windows. This is like, I still can't believe Chelsea signed someone who's this good, like Kai Havertz. And I mean, he can. I'm just the joy. We did it, man. Let's just hope now this guy lives up to the potential and be the player he can be.
Surely. Frank has also said how down to earth and humble he is in when he first interacted with him, and we do not forget. We dare not to forget where it all began, like with the Frank Lampard, just giving a smirk in the presser in one of the games after. Like it was amazing to look at him. Like we all knew it was coming, wasn't it?
Definitely, yeah. That just made our day because when he did that, we were like, नहीं मतलब ये तो शायद आ ही रहा है, अब तो पक्का ही होगा. So that was just amazing what Frank did. So it was just almost like, wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be a banger season with all these transfers coming in. One last question before we move on to the Premier League predictions. What all do you expect from each and every player? A quick 30-second review of from both of you. Like, what do you expect from each of those prime signings, not the academy, the development signings that we are going, the prime signings, that the four signings that we did. What do you expect from each of the player? Like in 30 seconds, Mohit.
Okay. So, best transfer window in last 10 years, maybe last 20, since 04 or 05, to be honest, since when Roman came in, one of the best transfer windows we've ever had. And let's hope this works. I mean, the players who are going to work, Timo Werner is going to work. Others, I still have my doubts. Let's hope they work. They should work because Frank Lampard ka trust hai. And in the future, Kai Havertz is going to be the deal, the big deal. And great window. Just can't wait to see them play now. That's it.
Very well. We all can't wait to see them. Karthik, your review. Quick 30-second review.
So first one is Hakim Ziyech. We all know how good he is. So definitely he is gonna get goals and assists for Chelsea. We also on the warm-up match what he did. So
True.
we expect him to do more of that and maybe get some assists more as well. The link up with Timo Werner would be exceptional. And with Werner, what we can expect is we can expect at least like half of the goals he scored last season, and if at all, like agar wo bhi ho gaya, to it's like a great thing for Chelsea. And Thiago Silva as well. Thiago Silva is a defensive upgrade Chelsea's team right now, at least for the time being. It's a really good upgrade. And Kai Havertz, yes, generational talent, and let's hope he also does well and maybe get some of like releases some pressure off Mount as well. So maybe let's hope everyone does well and we have a great season ahead.
Very well, very well. So that was our transfer talk of the season. Chelsea's biggest transfer season this window. Hopefully, everyone does perform well. No one gets injuries. Like Hakeem, we very feel we feel